we are at the starting point. I think the automotive industry understood clearly how important that is. It's following other industries here. It will take some time, but by 2030, I really envision that the suppliers who will be left, to be honest, right, because the other ones have a really hard time, which are not doing that in a successful way, they will base their success really on two complete different ways how they operate. And the first one is the data, right? It has been mentioned a couple of times already. I think we are at the point where we build up how we collect data. More and more of the equipment is able to collect it with the sensor equipped and so on, and the communication capability. We are starting to gather the data. I think the big missing piece here is really how we can successfully analyze the data and segregate it, and ultimately what kind of conclusions are we drawing out of the data. Everyone is talking about that big data lake, and it almost feels like a lot of companies are drowning in that data lake because they don't have a good way how to analyze it. So companies in 5 years will have figured that out to a large degree. And AI obviously is helping. AI is really good in handling large amount of data and consolidating it to a point that we then as human beings can step in and again together with AI can draw the conclusions really what needs to be further improved and how can we derive certain standards from that one. Then the second one is virtualization, and that has started, I would say, to a large degree already on the design side, with software, for example, where you can develop software which later runs on a control unit, even if that control unit is not around yet. The hardware has not been built yet, the hardware has not been designed potentially even, but you can simulate your software functionality on your desktop computer, on your laptop, right? That's how it starts. And now moving down that path to a full digital twin, more and more of the physical properties of the products, starting with the hardware, the software, as I mentioned, the hardware as a physical property, then mechanical, then you put everything together. You will see tremendous increase of simulation capability compared to today, where we still rely to a large degree on physical samples, to validate them. But as we virtualize all of those components, we can skip the step of early samples. We can just virtually simulate the performance of these samples.